Let us look at addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. You have to go back to grade 7 and grade 6, whereby we've learned about the fractions. When you have 1 over 2 plus 5 over 2, when you have the same denominator, you put one number as your denominator, then you add the numerators. 1 plus 5, then it will be 6 over 2. Remember, you add 1 plus 5 is 6, and then you keep the same denominator. Then 2 goes once, and then 2 goes 3 times there, and the answer is 3 over 1 over 3. When we have the different denominators, 2 over 4 minus 1 over 3, what's going to happen is that you're going to multiply. You're going to take this and that, they must give you 12. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to times by 4 over 4 that side. This side I'm going to times by 3 over 3. Then the answer will be 3 times 2 will be 6. 3 times 4 will be 12. Minus 1 times that will be 4. 3 times that will be 12. Now we've got the same denominators. You keep them as they are, and then you subtract 6 minus 4. You only simplify the numerator. Then the answer will be 2 over 12. And then you simplify. 2 goes once, goes 6 times. Then here the answer will be 1 over 6. So let's look at the examples. Where's the example? Okay, let me just write it here. Example. Let's say you have 1 over 5 plus a minus 1 over a. Remember, I said when you have different denominators, you must times by. Here I'm going to times by 5 over 5 because I want my LCD to be 5a. Remember, you must check 5 and a is 5a. Then here I'm going to times by a over a. Then my answer is going to be a times 1. A times 1, which is a. 5 times a, which is 5a. Plus, now that number you bring it in front so that you can distribute properly. It's going to be 5 into a minus 1. You must put it in the brackets. Over a times 5 is 5a. Then remember, you keep the same denominator. Then from there you say a plus 5 times a will give you 5a. 5 times negative 1 will give you negative 5. Then the like terms, this is like 1, remember, 1 plus 5 is 6. So you're going to have 6a minus 5 over 5a. Then you are done. You don't do anything, you are done. Let's look at another example. Let's say you have p plus 1 over 3 plus p over 4 minus 1. Now when you have something like this, yes, you have a fraction here, you have a fraction there, but that must be a fraction, so you must write what? 1 over 1. When you have a number, you just write it over 1 if it's not a fraction. Then from there you check your LCD. Your LCD is going to be 3, 4 and 1, but it's 3 and 4 because the 1 doesn't matter, so it's 12 in total. You can call it LCD or you can call it LCM. It's going to be 3 and 4, which is 12. So what is going to happen is that I'm going to times by this is 12. I'm going to times here by 3. By 4. 4 over 4, because 4 times 3 is 12. Then I'm going to times by 3. Let me put it in front. 3. There you times by 12. Because of 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12, 1 times 12 is 12. Then you put one denominator down there. One denominator down there, 12. Then you multiply. You can simply do it like that, Clark. You don't have to stress yourself. 4p plus 4, if I'm correct. And then 3 times p, 3p. Minus 1 times 12, 12. Then from there, 4 plus 3, 7p. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. All over 12. Then you are done. I hope it is clear. I'm going to do another example. I've done this. Let's look at this one. X plus 1 over x squared plus x squared minus 1 over x cubed minus 2 over x. Remember that before you do anything, you check whether you are able to factorize. If there's some expression that needs to be factorized, so you must factorize. I see a factorization here, which is dots. Then what you're going to do is that you're going to check also the LCD. Okay, let's factorize first. It's going to be x plus 1 over x squared plus open 2 brackets x plus 1 x minus 1 over x3 minus 2 over x. Now your LCM or your LCD. Remember LCM. Let's call it LCM instead of LCD, because LCM, remember grade 9, lowest common multiple, whereby we take the highest exponent of the powers. So here is my highest exponent of the power. That is my LCM. Then it's going to be down there. Oh, before then, I'm going to times here. I'm going to times by x over x. X over x. Sorry. And then there, I'm going to times by 1 over 1. Let me put it in front. 1 over 1. Then there, I'm going to times by x squared over x squared. Why am I doing this? I want to obtain x cubed. X and x squared is x cubed. 1 times x cubed is x cubed. X times x squared is x cubed. That's why I'm doing it. Then I'm going to put it down there. Then from there, x squared plus x. Then there is 1. So the 1 doesn't matter. You can simply FOIL. Oh, we did not have to factorize it. We did not have to factorize it. It's still fine. So it's going to be plus x squared minus 1 minus 2x squared, because it's 2 times x squared. Then the like terms, x squared plus x squared is 2x squared minus 2x squared. They cancel. So it's like x minus 1 over x cubed. Hope it makes sense. And then the last example, then we are done. I'm going to show you this one. Let's suppose we have 1 over x minus 1 plus 2 over x plus 2. Now what is your LCD? Remember, your LCD is, now when you have something like this, that is your LCD basically. X minus 1, x plus 2. That is your LCM. Let me call it LCM. X minus 1, x plus 2. Now I'm going to times here by x minus 2. Why? Because I have to obtain x minus 1, x plus 2. There I'm going to times by x minus 1 then what's going to happen? I keep that one in my denominator. Then from there I simplify. 1 times that is that. If there was a number 2, then I will put it in front there to multiply. So but it's 1, it doesn't matter. It's x minus 2. Now the 2 is there. That 2 is very important. You must put brackets. Ne? That 2 is very important because we're going to do what? Distribute. So it's going to be plus 2x minus 2. Then from there what's going to happen? X plus 2x will be 3x. Minus 2 will be minus 4. Over what? X minus 1, x plus 2. Then you are done.